All right, let's see what you got. Well, actually, before that, how do you end up on the free market station?
That's privileged information, friend. If you want it, you're going to have to kill me. Just jesting. Although if you did want to kill me, I've got many finely priced perforators tuned to do just that. Perhaps you'd be inclined to take a look at my wares?
All right.
Feel free to go on a murderous rampage with what you buy. It's good publicity.
3,000 extra weapon holster slot. Trench shotgun shock barrel. A sniper rifle. Shock rifle. Pulse hammer. The Agatha. Fire more slowly, but his bullet explodes on hits. Use heavy rounds as ammos instead of long rounds. Wow.
I think I misplaced a hand grenade. We'll know in a couple seconds if it's armed or not. Browse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection.
Why is your place called not a weapon store? Those are clearly weapons.
I'm glad you asked. Weapon is an all-encompassing term. A rock can be a weapon, or a stick, or a particularly agitated sprat if you have thick enough gloves. But what I sell here, I wouldn't dare lump them in with mere weapons. These are finely tuned instruments of personnel elimination.
Hell yeah. Finally tuned is good. Last thing I need is malfunctioning in the middle of a firefight.
You have my guarantee. My equipment for annihilating one's foes will never fail on you. Full disclosure, my guarantee is not guaranteed. Feel free to go on a murderous rampage.
All right, mind that. Thank you. Oh, sure, I can just take the playing card.
My contraptions don't explode no more. Honest. Listen, I know I shouldn't warn you about this, but anything I sell you runs the risk of exploding. I trust you'll appreciate my forthrightness and be all the more willing to buy from me.
I'm afraid I'm here on my own business. What do you know about the ACS free market?
No. Ships decidedly ain't in my purview. You sure I can't interest you in some bric-a-brac instead of this conversation?
I read your journal. And what happened to you? Talking is the first step to getting better.
Are you an alienist? I ain't never had time to see one, but having one make a business call, maybe you're right. I'll give it a try. Before it crashed, I served on the free market as a secondary engineer, first grade. Had a colleague who was very talented, but not very good at hiding it. The supervisor saw her as a threat and demoted her to the engine room.
Oh.
She wasn't the type to take a blow without dodging.
Didn't realize there was politics even amongst grease hands.
In Auntie's choice. There's politics among waste technicians. My colleague sabotaged the engines when her partner was on his mandated 2-minute break. When the free market attempted to breach orbit, well, just about everyone died. I made it to an escape pod on the port side. The ship landed on its starboard. I got lucky.
Sounds tough. Sorry we have to go through that.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, can we get back to subjects that aren't this? I got goods to sell.
No offense, but you don't seem much like a merchant.
Well, none taken. I never intended to be. But when life breaks your jaw and shoots out your knees, may as well learn to get good at crawling, right?
True, true. Let me see what you got.
I'd be happy to show you.
Okay. You got supplies and stuff. Yeah, we already got those.
Meals currently sold with both salt and pepper. Available today only. Welcome to our stall. We hope this is the first meal you ever have in your life. What may this unit rehydrate for you?
Are you in charge of the stall?
Negative. This unit and stall are registered to Gerald T. Wenrich. Mr. Wenrich last visited 222 days ago. When last seen, Mr. Wenrich mentioned he was, quote, going to teach those, redacted, sub rosa, redacted, a lesson. Nobody extorts Gerald T. Wenrich.
He's dead. Let me see what you got.
All wares were at some point cooked fresh.
I like that.
My gear has the fewest holes out of any close-on station, or your money back. I might not know what all my wares are, but I'm sure we can find something you'll like. If you're in need of sprucing up the old wardrobe, I can provide.
Seems that you got quite a collection. How you come into all this?
Used to be part of Auntie's Choice. Nothing special, just a pilot for light cargo vessels. Had a lot of time to think with just the void for company. Eventually decided I was sick of being overworked and underpaid and made off with my cargo. Turned out to be generic clothes, work gear, and such. More of a market for it out here than I would have guessed. I've bolstered my wares since. You should give them a look.
All right, let me see.
I got rags, fineries, and everything in between.
Okay, that's pretty good. Crouch movement speed as well. Do I want that? So that simple is the free market. Got it. Mass distributor.
Stimulants, medicaments, drugs. Get your drugs here.
Yeah, that's how you do it, girl.
If you're here about a toothache, you've come to the right place. If you're here bleeding from a dozen bullet wounds, I suppose I can help with that too. If you've wounds that need stitching or teeth that need scrutiny, I'm your doctor.
You seem a little dentistry obsessed for a doctor.
Yes? Is this a problem? I'm the only doctor on Free Market Station. I think that excuses whatever quirks I may or may not have. My prior faction demanded I strictly adhere to my vocation and forego the world of dentistry, under penalty of death after a certain number of infractions. Suffice it to say, I'm pleased Free Market Station allows me to be myself.
All right, let me see.
Medicaments and more, all sufficiently regulated, or thereabouts.
Gotta buy that. Craft a trauma kit, yes. Critical chance, critical damage. Gain increased healing from your medical inhaler. Increase with your hack skill. You may also hack autodocs by expending biomass shunts to reactivate them once per autodoc. That's insane. Give me that. Okay. We already have those. Oh, wow. It actually removed that. Okay. I could have just stolen it. Critical chance. Well, which means we don't need this anymore. I mean, I know that's neutral, but we don't need it anymore. We now have a helmet for every faction that I've seen so far.
Get caught unawares all you like. My armor will keep you safe. Look, everyone else here? Nothing you buy from them will matter if you get killed. So armor up. Tell me what you need.
That is very true. How's business?
Booming now. Used to be a few other armor shops on the station. As it happened, their owners mysteriously vanished. I picked up their inventories real cheap, since they were just taking up station storage. It sure was a convenient windfall for yours truly. Real convenient.
Really convenient. Well, that doesn't sound slightly bit suspicious.
Exactly. I wish some other sorts around here who like to cast aspersions were as understanding as you.
Let me see.
Can do.
Ooh, what is that? Auntie's choice. Okay. Damage resist 13 heavy. It's pretty good. That's really good. All right. Let's set money to 30,000. We are gonna buy. Holy crap. Okay. More money. Oh my god. Air-cooled machine gun frost converter? You know what? Money is irrelevant to me now. I want not to have to worry about this because, look, if they tell me which one of these I haven't gotten, I wouldn't do this. Like, if they just say, hey, you don't have this recipe yet, you should probably buy this, I would probably not cheat with money. But they don't tell me that. There's nowhere on screen that I can see that indicates if I have the recipe or not. So we're just going to do this, okay? There we go. Buy everything.
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my stuff.
Agatha heavy rounds. You know, at this point, I kind of should only use unique weapons. Yep, let's do it. Unique weapons only. Or legendary, you know. That works too. Well, that's a lot. Oh, the Grand Plan wireless? Oh, you can make a lot of those. Hey, it's a good thing I grab a bunch of those when I could. Gordvid Beak? Immunity corrosion? N-ray side effects. Shock side effects. You know. This is so ridiculous. Okay, Agatha is a physical weapon, and then we can put tracer units on it. Remote detonator.
You have tuned your receiver to Grand Plan Wireless.
Let's go hologram sight.
Before we amplify.
After scoring kill, gain stealth. Gain damage resistance against all sources while blocking.
With Omega Point Tea, available in standard and recaffeinated versions. A taste this transcendent can only be formulated by the Order of the Ascendant.
An ease-setting witticism to confer to colleagues at break time. The universal equation should maturate more rapidly and solve its own problems. This popular number has been conclusively proven to promote cognitive function.
The color of space.
That is so much.
A chromospectral
Incoming damage
analysis.
to the player is split and applied
When
to
asked
companions
about the
instead.
average color of space, the famous
20%
stellar
to stun the
cartographer
attacker
Newton
when hit with a
Otiscard
melee attack.
replied, with
Damage
no
resistance versus
hesitation,
melee attack.
beige.
Immunity to shock side effects. And 10... Oh,
To experienced
pretty
human
below
astronomers,
50% health.
his answer was the expected
Immunity to
one.
corrosion
But
side
I can already
effects.
hear the obtuse
Ignore
listener
single
leaving.
incoming
Their
damage.
faces contorted
Damage
into a
resistant while
rictus of ignorance.
crashing. Okay.
Wouldn't the average color be black or white or simply a shade of gray?
Yeah,
No.
so like all
No,
of
it would
the
not.
resistance
The
stuff
answer
and
is
ray
rooted in the
dispersers,
science of how
shock
hot
disperser,
objects
they're just
absorb
better
and emit light,
because
which answers the ancillary
we're
mystery
replacing.
of why there are no
Yeah,
green
because it still
stars.
gives 10% damage
To
and it gives
understand
immunity
all
to
of
something.
this, you must understand the basics of thermal
Damage
dilatation
resistance while
emission
below
theory.
50%.
The
Okay.
typical piece of non-heated matter absorbs most electromagnetic radiation that falls upon it, including light, infrared, and radio emissions. And the matter
We'll all
reflects
aim
only
down
a small
sights
portion
and
of that
remaining in its
radiation.
way gradually
The visible
decrease to
part of
zero.
that
Nope,
reflection
don't
is
care.
its color.
20% of
However,
incoming
most
damage
stellar
removed from
objects
toxicity.
generate far more radiation than they absorb, so they can be modeled
Nope, don't
as
care.
an
While
idealized
affected by a
object,
damage type
which is
debuff,
assumed to
you emit
absorb
damage type of that
100%
type.
of all electromagnetic
10%
radiation
gain bonus
and
resources when
re-emit
breaking down
some based
items.
on its
10%
temperature
chance
and
to gain
composition.
common crafting resources
Stellar
on kill.
composition
Don't care about that
determines
either.
what packets of light will be
Yeah,
emitted,
I think weapon
while
slot is
stellar
still the
temperature
best.
determines the frequency of light and hence what portion of the spectrum that light is in. Low temperature emission is mostly infrared and not visible to us without proper instrumentation, which I need not describe here. As the stellar body's temperature increases, its emitted light shifts up into visible light, through red, into orange, then yellow, then white. Even rare blue stars exist. These are
Yeah,
the
let's just
hottest
get extra
stars,
holster.
emitting mostly blue and invisible ultraviolet light. So why are there no green
Okay,
stars?
so before we do anything
I would
else,
think the listeners could easily draw this trivial conclusion for themselves, but if I must... It's because any star emitting green light also emits bluish and or reddish light too, resulting
yeah,
in a
weapon-wise, I think
non-green
we're
star.
good.
There is no naturally
It's the
occurring
armor
stellar
that I want to
composition
like switch
that
out.
emits solely packets of green light. In fact, such a composition itself would constitute evidence for intelligent interference.
There we go.
And no
Okay,
such
damage resist
evidence
against
of any
explosives is
kind
fine.
has ever been detected.
Damage resistance
Let's
while
get back to
crashing is
Newton
fine.
Otiscard,
Gain
famous
bonus
stellar
resource when
photographer.
breaking down. Nope, we're never doing that.
Of the Otiscard's
Ignore single hit, that's
criticism
terrible.
was straightforward.
Immunity to corrosion
He
side
partitioned his
effects. Yep, that's
astronomical
fine.
field of view into
Damage
grids
resistance to
that
corrosion
tagged
and
each object in every grid.
5 physical damage
Ignored
resistance.
empty regions, as
Oh,
black would only
God.
dim the color and not change its fundamental hue. The light from every galaxy, star, nebula, and quasar
Damage resistance
was
while below
gathered and fed
50%
into a
health.
central tabulator for
Do we want
computation.
that? No.
Subsequent spectral analysis produced a final answer to within 0.5%.
This is now replaced
value.
with all of the
That result
resistances.
Beige.
Damage resistance
More
while
specifically,
gadget is less than.
in the
Okay, that is a
symmetrical
never.
coordinate level of
I'll be
cover
honest.
space, the
Weapon
hue
slot is
is
fine.
22.
Metal inhaler is never gonna happen.
Saturation is a mere
An additional
9%,
grenade
and the
slot
value
is never gonna happen
full
either.
100%.
End ray side effect. Yep.
In more novice terms,
Resistance to plasma and
while the color lens
5%
towards white,
physical
the addition
damage
of a
reduction.
variety of reds and
While
sun
affected by
blues
damage type
results in a
debuff,
more
you emit
beige
that damage
tone.
type to area
And there
around
you
you.
have it.
Nope. Incoming damage is removed from toxicity? No. Immunity to shock and then damage resist? Yes. Yes. Damage versus melee attacks only.
And exult in the knowledge.
Let's be honest, I'm never going to use the specific damage resist. So we're going to get rid of that as well. Yeah, same thing with this. I would rather just use generalized damage resist. Just, you know, that's not fun. Chance to stun the attacker when hit by a melee attack. No. 20% damage to the player is split and applied to companions. Nope. 20% damage is nothing. And then weapons is fine. In fact, I like weapons having all that.
Do not read and walk. If you must operate near or adjacent to said conspicuous dimensional disturbances, please take additional care.
Breakdown. Hold to break down junk. Bam.
In closing, a potentially incongruent word of advice. Invariably find a way to turn your negatives into positives.
Further beneficial content soon follows. Next up, well, the seers among you
Architect of Verlas? Hang on. Breakdown. What does this? Oh. Okay. Crafting, consumables, healing. Okay, inhaler primers. So this heals for 700 and something. That scales with your science skills. No wonder it's healing for a weird number. All right, we'll go with that one. Second choice because Auntie's the first choice. Okay, that's cool. Did I buy everything from you?
Mind telling me if I browse all you like? Feel free to...
Yeah, okay. Well, weapon slot. I don't have to make it myself. Let's go in here.
I'm beginning to reach the tail end of my patience. You will tell me the location of the broker.
Lad, you ain't got much of a
Sounds
concept
like
of
a companion.
deal, do you? You ain't got nothing to offer, and a threat is offering less than nothing.
Do you realize any other arbiter would have crushed you where you stand for obstruction of justice long before now? That I am flowing with magnanimity?
Can't say I know what that word means, but if you're inclined to keep threatening me, only thing gonna be flowing is your blood out your body.
Hey, dude.
Oh, come now, Prospero. You've been on that stage hundreds of times. This perturbation looks bad on you, and you're not one for looking bad. Terribly sorry you've got me ruminating. A man of my persuasion shouldn't stoop to such self-deprecation, especially in front of prospective customers.
You seems like you could be well informed. I have questions about this crash ship.
You've identified me properly. But information transference is the lifeblood of Free Market Station, and if you want a transfusion, you'll have to grant me a spot of help. I'm in charge of keeping the patrons of the saloon entertained. Normally this does not present an issue, but I learned that an old flame of mine shall attend my next performance. My resolve is uncharacteristically flagging. I find myself fixating on the most minute of issues. I need something to bolster my confidence.
Why are you trying to impress this person?
She knows my real name. Prospero's just a stage title, as it happens. There's a certain kind of intimacy that I fear shall be difficult to ignore.
Oh, I can help. What do you have in mind?
Liquid courage has never failed me.
I got
but
that bottle
I have a
already.
discerning palate. The Automech chef in the bazaar sells my preferred brand of alcohol, though it can be headstrong. You see, I can't just drink any old swill from the bar. My refined palate can only stomach
Of
one
course.
drink. Iceberg aged whiskey. Something of a collector's item, I'm told.
Actually, I have a bottle of that right here.
My brand. Excellent. Thank you. Very well. You wish to know about the crash, yes? Are you prepared for a sordid tale of drama and woe?
Sure.
Everyone knows that the free market's captain was a hopeless romantic, especially disposed to giving too much of her heart to those inclined to break it. The final betrayal came from a dashing rogue smuggler who vanished with most of her bits. The good captain had about all she could endure.
So she crashed a ship.
Indeed she did. The crew attempted to wrest the controls from her to save them from their fate, but alas, too late. That's all I know. I thank you for your help once again, and now I must get ready for my set. Thanks for the help.
What? The mirror don't work. Oh my god. Someone go in there and clean that shit up. Literally.
Maybe if you would actually purchase something, I'd help you find your quarry. Well, might. Actually, sorry about our friend here. No matter how slow I talk, the words "free market station is independent and does not bow to the protectorate" don't seem to be registering with him. What can I get you?
What's with those masks some of the Sub Rosa agent have?
If you were running a less than legal group, would you want everyone knowing your agents' identities? I don't think so.
True.
Lots of folks in Sub Rosa have friends and family elsewhere. Auntie's Choice and the Protectorate predominantly, but some order. If their identities somehow got out, those friends and family are suddenly going to look like much juicier targets. It's safer for everyone this way.
Any rumors circulating the station?
Always. For example, there's some kind of hoity-toity collector type parked upstairs. Supposedly, she's willing to sell some of her collection if you impress her. Laws.
What's the deal with the unwelcome guests?
Aside from irritating me, I've been making it my business not to know. We at Free Market Station don't get involved with partisans, especially obnoxious ones. He may stay so long as he doesn't cause real strife, but that's it. You want to know more? Ask him, not me.
Goodbye.
Greetings. What can I get you?
Oh, not actually a shop. Hey,
Stranger. Seen my fix? Hope you're about to offer to rid me of this damn fool.
You cannot dissuade an arbiter from their sovereign-given duty, no matter how much of an irritant you may attempt to be.
don't think I've encountered an arbiter before.
It is good that you have not. Some of my brethren are not as patient as I, especially with
Not sure I
outsiders.
killed one.
We are the sovereign's justiciars, tasked with upholding law as we see fit.
And executing anyone who deviates, no matter how slightly they may do so.
You! That is a gross misrepresentation. Everyone at this station has deviated more than slightly, yet I certainly haven't introduced them to my hammer.
Let's get back to the point. What were you trying to accomplish here?
I came to meet with the information broker for, protectorate business, protectorate reasons. However, I find myself foiled at near every turn. None within the protectorate would defy an arbiter and expect to live. Regrettably, I cannot make the locals see reason without rendering myself unable to learn what I seek.
Even polite entreaties don't see most getting an invite to the broker. And you've been anything but.
And now a song from a composer predicted to have 3 well-liked
Hmm.
melodies and become allergic to water this year.
Well, most protectorate can't bend the rules at all. You should give these guys more credit.
I am hardly bending the rules, as you so put it, as we arbiters may operate however we see fit. I appreciate the observation, however. Hardly expected such from an outsider.
Say whatever you want, but trusting this fella even this close to the broker is a massive risk. Be a damn fool to take him at his word.
Meeting the broker sounds like it could be useful somehow. Maybe we can work together.
You suggest a partnership? An arbiter working closely with a third party is unheard of. But I suppose if I've no choice...
Interesting thought. Occurs to me there might just be something that needs looking into.
Oh, I hope this has intrigue. I love intrigue.
Within the Golden Ridge locale on Dorado, there's a refugee camp. It's unassuming, quiet-like. Most of the folks there just want to be left alone. They see to the few needs they have by working with the broker, but we ain't heard from them in a fortnight and change. Serves to reason something untoward may have transpired there. You see your way to looking into that, maybe we'll talk.
How exactly do these refugees work with the broker?
That's between them and Sub Rosa. You in or you out?
All right, I'm in.
Great. Take the lap canid with you. I've had enough of his excitability, and so have my customers.
I don't claim to be pleased with the circumstances surrounding this co-investigation, but perhaps we may surprise one another. I'm Arbiter Tristan Rao.
Require info not found. Dude, there's so many things locked away. Bill, ever worked with a partner before?
When I was an apprentice, yes, but not since. And certainly never with an outsider. I shall meet you at the camp. Let us hope we both arrive there intact. I shall see you at the refuge.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison?
I'm guessing you have to pickpocket him for the key card. But I have not gotten pickpocket because I don't think it is very useful. Dude, this music is so good. Fiona F. Walker.
Another challenger approaches. Prepare to be sent weeping from my curio collection. None have defeated my collections, and none shall. But I do so delight in a competition. Are you prepared to do battle?
I'll hear you out. What are you preparing to do battle over?
Cards, my dear. Of the toss ball and pitch ball variety. I must see if your collection bests my own.
Cards. I have a few here.
Sporting. Let us do battle. A not unimpressive display, closing in on my own. With perhaps a handful more, you just might defeat me. But today, you do not. I cannot open my wares to any unless their collections rival my own. I hope you understand. Feel free to return once you have bolstered your ranks. But know that you shall still not defeat me.
Each fulfilling our prescribed role within the grand plan. The following song has been determined to facilitate abstract thinking and constructive rumination.
Probability and the grand plan. There can be no discussion of the grand plan without also entertaining a deep contemplation of probability. Our ability to predict events to varying degrees of certainty is fundamentally rooted in statistical mathematics.
Back.
Statistics at
If you seek entry to my wares, you must engage me your sports card collection. Though you shall not prevail.
Subjected to analysis.
Here you go.
Sporting. Let us do battle. A not unimpressive display. You'll have to
Okay. So that one more was not enough. Sadly.
It will land on heads with a 1 in 2 chance, or tails with a 1 in 2 chance.
Keep an eye out for snitches.
Really
We got a good thing going here.
Is there not one specific outcome?
It's the
we
long
can
back
determine?
room key.
Yes. With complete information, there can be no chance. Only outcome.
So either she has that.
Yields perfect predictions.
Oh, she most definitely has that. Oh yeah.
Outcomes.
Look at all those things in
Now we
there.
come to one of the most difficult concepts in the order for initiates to grasp. If the result of the flip of a coin is known to be heads,
Yeah, okay, I can
is
see
it
how
necessary
pickpocketing can be
to flip
really
the coin?
good.
Would it not be more efficient to simply go forward as if it had been flipped and proceed with whatever action that flip was intended to choose? If so, what part of that choice was ever left to chance?
You just bought a shooter from not a weapons store, right? How's it treating you?
Keep a low profile.
Information
We're
are
trying
we
to run a
reduced
respectable
to
criminal
chance.
operation here.
At present, we do not have complete information. Instead, we are still forced to deal in probabilities, expected values, and standard deviations, which lead to the dreaded sigma of
Latest contraband came in.
distributions.
Look like quite
By
the haul.
necessity, we are forced
Guard
to estimate
sale?
outcomes
Dozen anti-choice
based on
sales.
assumed
Thanks for visiting
distributions
Free
of
Market
sample
Station.
populations. Such a travesty. No.
How are
not a
the informant
travesty.
lines treating you? Hear anything good?
Not terribly. My only field-bound compatriot is stationed in Golden Ridge.
Bro, where is...
Every bit of data
Where's the
collected,
lady?
analyzed and input by our archivists.
Tell me you prefer
brings
the
us
old days when you were
closer to our
protectorate.
goal.
For my part,
The
I sure as
solving
hell
of the
ain't.
Yeah, I already talked to everybody. So,
is not
I couldn't even see you, girl.
Greetings. How has the data collection fared?
incomplete.
I think I've collected all the information I'm gonna get.
Finally, a breakthrough. Let's hear it. How did the ACS free market meet its end?
A survivor told me that it was a vengeful engineer.
So the backstabbing nature of Auntie's choice is hampering even the most basic of command chains. Good to know. Aside from the crash, what occurred in the ship's final moments?
According to a recording, some of the others and the captain was trying to stop the nosedive.
Considering the ship's fate, it would appear that try is the operative word in that phrase. Last question. Were there any contributing factors to the crash? Anything that might recontextualize what actually happened?
Our scientists have created the perfect BLT sandwich. It is balanced.
One of the ship chief engineer was demoted right before the crash.
Failing to recognize ability? Seems Auntie's choice is forgetting where upward enters into the phrase upward mobility. Thanks to you, my report is complete. Here, something for your considerable help.
So what do you conclude that I gave you?
Auntie's choice seems to be inundated with its own problems, technical and personnel alike. We should have ample opportunity to use this for propaganda purposes.
Visit your local predictor.
Generating prize.
I charge extra for espionage missions. Pay up.
You should have said so. Here's something extra from my stipend. Now I need to get this report to my superiors. Thanks again. Thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
Harmonic progressions. My name is Edmund Vandersmythe, and I am the
Almost
senior
level.
tenured laureate
Nice.
of the Tertiary Adjunct School of Numismatics for the Order of
Let's
the
get out of here.
Today's lecture will focus on the generation of prime numbers, techniques, and uses thereof.
That was a pretty good side excursion.
I know. Prime numbers? Why so simplistic? Well, consider this a basic refresher course in remedial numismatics for those new to the Order. I will start by explaining what a prime number is.
Let's go to Dorado.
I should have learned that definition decades ago while still in diapers. But no matter. I have been called many things, and repetitious is one of them. I have also been called redundant several times, and once I was called reiterative, if you can believe that. So, prime numbers. What are they?
Can't say I'm thrilled about aiding an arbiter, especially considering he ain't been forthcoming about his motives. Hope it don't come back to bite us. Anyhow, was there something you needed, Commander?
That is not itself a product of two other numbers in the set N2. A simple definition. Elegant, even uplifting.
Can't get that Annie's Choice jingle out of my head. Hey, if I start anyway. Need something, Commander?
Side note, I am frequently asked why isn't one a prime number since nothing can divide it other than itself? And the answer is simple use.
All right.
Silly play person. Because with such an inclusion to the definition of prime, nothing else would be a prime number. What good are prime numbers? Wait, you ask, what good are prime numbers? Why would we want to find and use prime numbers?
How big is this?
There are all kinds of abstract number theory applications.
About the same size as before. I love it.
Reason to want them.
Honestly,
But there are
that was the
also,
perfect size.
say, practical
I don't want it to be bigger
such as maintaining
because it will feel like it takes too long to get anywhere, and it feel like it'll drag on eventually. So we're on a new planet. Look at this. Very crystalline.
as well as using prime numbers in the process of checking its memory stores for corruption.
Are those ash falling from the sky? Okay.
Tainted by such. But if you strive to be a numismatics researcher, there are several open questions.
Whoa! Didn't realize we were going to so close to the action.
Is this?
We got bases down there. If
If
one of them got hit, then that strike will be the first of many.
It seems to be so. But no
Wow.
one has ever proven this conjecture. Similarly, are there an infinite number of prime pairs that differ by only 2 in their value? That seems unlikely, but we have been unable to find an upper limit. Perhaps you could discover one of these proofs and become the next senior laureate of the Tertiary
You are running
Adjunct School of Numismatics for the Order of the
21,027.5
Ascendant.
hours late for your
Such
travel.
a lofty,
Please be mindful
and
of
dare
your
I
departure
say,
in the future.
elegant goal. Good disquisitions to you all, and good day.
This station must have really been something before the war made its home here. Things escalate. Might never be something again.
For your cerebral cortex around the chronometer until we achieve ascension. The Office of Hindrance Deterrence and Obviation has posted the following for venturesome pursuers.
Your patience is commendable, passenger. Please continue waiting quietly. Thank you for picking up your personal belongings. We must all work together to keep Golden Ridge beautiful. Stay vigilant. Report any suspicious activity to your jurisdiction warden.
Notorious bushwhacker. Dangerously addled. Last said to be holed up at the Scrapper's Den, including rewards to be collected upon completion at the bounty posting site at Matriarch's Mercy.
That is all for now. Until next time, keep hail and mind your calculations. Unlike parallel lines, I hope someday we'll meet.
Hospital card.
And now, additional data and/or music determined to facilitate cognition. Consistency in your work is wonderful.
Okay.
Consistency in playlists is not. Now for a new song.
Emergency stop.
Do not worry, when things become complicated.
Chain lightning is telescopic sight. Tracing units. Well, actually, pistols are supposed to be like really good now.
The plan can wait. Our lines will not.
Are you charging me? No. Wouldn't it be crazy if every time I walk over that charge me $5?
Complexity is partially imaginary. No need for fear. The concept isn't very scary. Complexity is partially imaginary. You can handle it if
I can jump through the mirror. Dude, the radios are so good.
they are useful in problematic occasions. You can take the formula's derivative or use square roots of numbers that are negative.
Sorry, I don't have the patience to read those, okay?
No need for fear. The concept isn't very scary. Complexity is partially
Report any suspicious activity to your nearest station warden.
You can handle it if you stay very.
This is a long elevator. Resistance against explosive. Incoming damage is converted to energy. Heavy rounds.
You can manage any such complexity. Complexity.
Do I have frost grenades? I do now.
No need for fear. The concept isn't very scary. Complexity.
Looks like folks holed up here after the fighting started. Guess not everybody was eager to take sides.
You can handle it if you stay very wary. Complexity is
You are listening to Grand Plan Wireless, Arcadia's voice of reason.
400 bits? Bro.
Ready to have your mind
That was not worth it.
It's time for another installment of Ask a Vicar with Vicar Maxi. Oh, here's a question from a new pupil, freshly converted from Auntie's Choice. Presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar, the patriarch.
Alexandra Station entrance.
I do enjoy educating the uneducated. The succinct answer is no. Our presiding bishop never met the
Lest you're bent on exploring, best we hoof it over to Matriarch's Mercy and meet with that Abbot Bassar mentioned.
bishop. Ruth Bassar has added multiple parameters to the calculated life equation of the matriarch. She has determined derivatives at multiple points along that function, obtaining a Maclaurin series with a convergent
Well,
approximation beyond any
I am
previous
keen on exploration,
Our infallible presiding bishop has
but
arranged an error dispersion exceeding 5 sigma, a level of calculation superior to all bishops before her.
I kind of want to just go here and grab a quest so that we know where we're going, right? We'll explore anything that looks cool on our way there that are close by like this.
Anybody, please!
Things to come have a way of constantly happening.
Finally, some help. We desperately need aid. Desperately.
I'm sorry. But we?
My family and I, we was making our way to the Mercy camp for us
Okay,
refugees.
this is an ambush
we
for
were
sure.
set upon. My wife, my son were injured. Can't move them by myself. I had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. But being alone is even more riskier. The Varachnids, I chased them off, but they'll be back. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and medicines and can get us to the camp. Please.
Something's wrong with you and your story.
Of course there is. It's my family. They're hurt, dying.
I don't think so. Good luck with whatever this is.
You've changed your mind.
Fine.
Void, they gonna die without help.
Remind me who's gonna die again?
My family and I, we was making our way to the Mercy camp for us refugees. We were set upon. My wife, my son were injured. Can't move them by myself. I had to leave them just past this tunnel so as I could go for help. Please help us. Ain't nothing I can do for them, but you got weapon and
How badly are they hurt?
I don't... Very, by my guess. She was bit on the thigh, high, like, can see bone. Or maybe white means infected. She's screaming all the time when she's awake. Then she goes to sleep. She in agony. And my son ain't waked since the attack. Hurry, please. We must hurry or they'll be eaten. Or worse. Of course there is. It's my family.
All right, let's go.
Thank you. Thank you. This way. This way.
Books are resolved, correct in the dividend. Accept it, and you can plainly see a positive externality. A positive externality.
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Positive externality.
The crowd is large, angry. Mess with me, you get the claw.
In this infinity.
Commander, you're bleeding.
Irrational power accepted.
Fine.
In the calculation.
I'm the one you need to worry about. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
How can that be?
What a music to kill people too, dude.
Traveling at the velocity of light through the vacuum of space on our primary band, this is Grand Plan Wireless, the informed, sourced, peer-reviewed sound of scientism. Fellow esteemed
Well, I might as well go down here while we're at it.
allocated to Golden Ridge. As foreseen, recent conflicts between the Protectorate, Auntie's Choice, and ourselves have resulted in notable detrimental effects throughout this region, including but not limited to the loss of Fort Endurance, disabling of the tramicular, and a 17.9% reduction in effective sleep cycles per evening. But before you succumb to a sense of malaise that undermines cognitive function, take heart from these additional, sharply contrasting data points. Our efforts deciphering the universal equation remain unabated. Extraction continues at Zeranium Manufactory 7, as does research at the N-Ray range. Remember, as our calculations allow for a predictable range of error, so do we. Our work continues.
Now do carry on. Armed and ready.
Whoa. Okay, that is instant kill. What the hell?
without end.
Damn it.
Evokes a accepting and a positive externality. A positive externality. A positive externality. One thing you can play.
Feeling I might tangle footed. Better sit down before I fall.
In this infinity.
It's a brawl.
The irrational in the calculation, can it be, can result in explanations. How can that be? How can that be? How can that be?
Hostile spotted. Armed and ready.
This is Grand Plan Wireless, broadcasting soothing tunes for your audio canal and enriching content for your cerebral cortex around the chronometer until we achieve ascension. The Office of Hindrance Deterrence and Obviation has posted the following for venturesome pursuers of justice and fortune. A bounty for the lives of Edward and Morton Dunsany, brothers and raiders last known
You know
to be
what?
operating
This is a great place to chill while I go get lunch. So I'm gonna be back later, probably in like an hour or two. Anyways, for YouTube, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.